Welcome back, everyone. Episode 2 of my very hard start from nothing but a fishing pole series on Kinlaig. This is episode 2. I just loaded these up. They're very well loaded, and I was like, there's no way anyone's going to believe I loaded those to the tractor. I swear to goodness I did. And just to prove it, I was going to have these loaded before I started the episode because I bought 4 pallets of coal. Just to prove that I did it myself, I'm going to do it again. Now, this is probably going to go very poorly now that I'm recording, but what I did was I did this. All right, got him on there. It'll probably be a little bit more difficult just as the second one's on here, but I came over here. A little off. Let's get a little reoriented here. Also, this tractor could barely pull this empty trailer up the hill. Not the best tractor, that's for sure. Okay. Barely gonna fit in there. Okay, yep. That is what I did. All right, and then I straightened him out with the forks after I got him on. Okay, that's perfect. I can't really do a much better job than that. Okay. Oh, that one. There we go. And that one. Okay. That looks great. I would like to bring down 2 more pallets of coal, which means, you guessed it, fishing's going to have to happen. We'll do some fishing from the bridge here. Again, I'm also going to keep track of all the fish I catch, because I've been doing that, so we can see what we get. Junk fish, everything. I've been keeping track of it. So I've been measuring junk as just junk. Maybe I should start measuring it by the type of junk, but I'm going to put together a chart to see what our chances of getting everything is. And I know you guys are probably shocked we're doing fishing in this series, a start from scratch of the fishing pole series, so I know that's probably a little shocking to you guys, but I apologize. I mean, this is how we're making our money. At least we're trying to make some off of coal, which I think if we get 6 pallets of coal on there, that'll be a very worthwhile endeavor. I have not fished on this game since the last time I played a Kinlaig here. Come on, big money. Give me a $400 fish here. Well, $100 will take it. All right. $100 fish. I got to write that down. There's $100, $200, and then $400. I've never gotten a $300 fish, and then there's junk. Those are kind of what we get. Try to get another one here. I might do some of this off camera, because it might take us a while to get. I'll need about $1,000 to pay for everything. I wish we got a junk bonus every so often, even if it's after, I don't know, now you have to catch 10 pieces of junk to get the $1,000 bonus. That'd be nice, or whatever. Even if I catch 20 pieces of junk, so junk's actually worth something. Salmon, $200. We'll sell that bad boy. There we go. Now we're getting some cash here. Not really, but we're trying. I guess we only need $1,000. It's not too bad. You know, it's not too bad. It could be a lot worse for us. But you guys seem to overall really like the series. I'm sure there's probably, I didn't even check, but I'm sure there's probably other content creators doing the same thing. I mean, a fishing pole is it's a new thing other than a chainsaw to start a series with, so people are probably all over that. I've been planning to do this series for a while, and so I really don't care what other people are doing it, so I'm sure they're going to do it far different than I'm going to do it, and so I'm sure you'll get plenty of entertainment outside of every single series that's going to be similar to mine or have a little bit of starting similarities. Yeah, because every content creator does it a little bit different, you know, that's one of the beautiful things about this game. Yes, I know some people would love like a story mode, and I think that would be cool, but then if everyone was just playing in the story mode, then there'd be very little predictability, and just be, well, that wasn't helpful, but you get what I'm saying. You know, there wouldn't be a lot to it. All right, so we caught some junk. Excellent. Come on, give me a $400 fish. Give me a $400 fish. No more junk. Get rid of this junk stuff here. Now, I have heard if you fish in like a fishing pond that you place yourself, you don't get junk anymore, which is kind of nice. So maybe we'll have to look into that eventually. But it's a few $1,000s to place one, so the risk of, I almost lost that fish right off the bat. I gotta focus, set my coffee down here. Come on. Big money. Oh! Or not. Not big money. Junk times 2 for this little fishing endeavor. But, yeah. So, yeah, our goal today, I don't know. I don't know how far we're gonna get. Honestly, the first few episodes are gonna be a bit of a drag. I'm just going to be honest. We're not going to make a ton of progress. we're going to try to make some things happen. We're trying to do different things. Almost missed that one. Goodness gracious. We're going to try to do different things to make things happen. But, yeah, I didn't have my hand on the mouse at the time that one bit. I should have been paying more attention. But yeah, I'm going to try to do different things as we go. I'd like to get some equipment. Maybe get closer to buying some equipment for some contract work. We can actually do a little bit of farming. $100? Yeah, we'll do it. All right, perfect. Keep going. It's another $100 fish right there. We'll take that. But yeah, I'm going to do some more catching of fish. Maybe I'll sit here until we get 1,000, 2,000 in the bank, something like that. I don't know. I'll do a little fishing here. I'm going to bring you guys back in when it's time to deliver that coal. I'll probably load the last couple pieces up myself. You guys have seen that I know how to do it, right? So you guys are good there. You guys don't have to question me on that. But we'll catch me one more fish here together, and then, yeah, this guy right here will catch it. Give me $400 fish. Come on. Big money. Big money. None of that junk. Also, I couldn't imagine reeling in that tire with the wheel on it still. That would be so heavy to reel in. Come on. Come on. $100. All right, we'll take it. All right, so I'll see you guys in a bit. I'm just going to keep fishing and doing my thing. All right, I will say, I'm glad that most of the trek to the coal sell point is downhill. Because this hill, where is it at? This hill right here would be crazy to climb with the coal. I need to take a right. Now we're in the woods, that's fine. Yeah, and I did buy a 7th pallet, so I caught some more fish as well, just to make sure I could buy a 7th pallet. And I think, I mean, that's the most we can really put on the, I mean, it's not the most we can put on the trailer. We could technically double stack them, but, it's definitely the most that this thing can pull. So, yeah, hopefully this gives us a good payout. I know it will. I mean, this is $3,500 that we paid for this, so we get at least that back, plus a little bit more. So let's pull on to here. All right, the moment we've all been waiting for. 4713. So made about $1,200 to deliver 7 of those. $1,200 profit, that is. That is fantastic. This guy's got 0.6 hours on it, which means one more trek, and we're about to have to pay for another hour of leasing costs as well. So I'm sure the same thing, or, well, probably not the same thing for the trailer. The trailer might be able to do a little bit more, since the trailer itself is not always hooked up to the tractor when we're loading. But, yeah, it's quite the trek. This is kind of the route I've been taking. I'm going around here, trying to avoid people's fields if I can. But, yeah. Literally to the next fish I caught after I ended the video, the last part of this video, was a $400 fish, which is just the way it is. Let's stop here for a second. I'm gonna power that off. One thing I'm looking at. I think a good thing for us to do would maybe do some fertilizing contracts. Those would be good. There's good money in that. Deadwood, we could... very good reward. There's only 6 trees. Help the owner cut down. I mean, we could buy a chainsaw and do that. I think that would be a pretty easy one for us to do. So maybe we will accept that one. Yeah, we could probably go look for some dead trees there. We'll go out there on our... yeah, let's start that one. That's a $900. We just got to take what we can get. We have to use our own equipment is the only rule. So I just can't lease their equipment. But this one's fine because we can afford... How much is a chainsaw, actually? I didn't even think about looking at that. Are they $1,000? Why am I thinking in my head they're $100? They're $1,000, aren't they? This is ridiculously stupid what I just did. Anything on sale? I was thinking seeding contracts would be good, but if we take a look, that's like a fertilizer spreader while we're in here because I'm going to have to buy a chainsaw, but we'll make most of that money back. And if we do a couple Deadwood contracts, it'll be worth it. So, where's fertilizing? Yield improvements. 2,000 for that. It doesn't hold a lot. That's the problem. That's the problem. Yep. We could... That's way too expensive for us, I think. Yeah, so I mean, that would be what we would be using. We could potentially lease this guy. Lease cost is $1,275. We would make that back after we did those contracts. We'd also have to buy fertilizer to go use, so we'd need some capital before we could get into that. So that'll probably be a next episode thing, hopefully doing that. Let's buy a chainsaw. We're going to need one now. Yeah, they are $1,000. I'm an idiot for not doing that. That one's kind of cool, but it's... We might also buy a better one for 1,000, maybe? I don't know. Let's buy that. All right, we have a chainsaw now. We don't own any land, so eventually I'm going to buy some land. Actually, let's leave this shut off. Let's go deal with this stupid contract. Where are we at here? All right. Is it going to be showing me on the map? Yep, okay. Okay, it's not too far. We just got to head up that way and probably up there, and then we'll loop up that. That's probably the best way to go. All right, let's drive up there. Let's take care of this real quick. So at least we're doing something at least a little bit different, you know? I wish this guy could pull a trailer better. I just don't think he's faster, but I don't think he's... We could try to have this actually pull the empty trailer back up, because it did slow down quite a bit with the empty trailer. We want to keep going, right? I said not that one. The next dirt, yeah, that one right there. Okay, we're doing good. Because this 37 be a little bit faster and make this thing work for us, because this we own. So we don't get, I mean, we have to pay for fuel for it, but we don't have to pay for the hours on this. So maybe we'll try that as well here in a second. If this can pull that up the hill easier and faster. All right, so it's up here. I want to say it's like right here. Yeah, we're pretty dead set here, so we should be able to find them in this area. Okay, let's take a look. I see one of them. I guess we can drive around. It makes more sense than walking around. There's two of them right here. All right. Try to cut it so it doesn't fall into the farmer's yard. Now, I know theoretically you can sell the Deadwood for some money. We could do that, actually. It's not a bad idea. This did not go to plan already. We could try to sell that. Should we try that? I mean, we might as well, right? We're desperate for cash. They're trying to get rid of the wood. It would probably help them out more. We can knock that over with our four-wheeler here in a second. All right, so if we're going to try to chop this more, try to go this way. All right. Am I able to get those off of there? Can I not get, Why can I not delimb this? Is it because it's not on our land, which I know is part of the problem, I'm sure. This may just be a waste of our time. Guys, how much does that thing weigh? We can lift that one up. Let's just try this. We'll do a quick experiment. I don't know if this thing has these straps on the back. Nope, that's gonna probably fly off, isn't it? How is that still on? Where's the sawmill? Where can I sell trees at? Actually, it's just a better question to ask. Trees aren't gonna be up there, they're gonna be down here, aren't they? It's me under wood, isn't it? Yeah, wood. Carpentry is the closest. Let's tag that place. Where's that at? Okay, right up over there. Let's take this down there and see if it's even worth us grabbing a trailer, getting down here. Because we have a trailer. It's leased, though. Is it worth our time? This is what I thought was going to happen way sooner than that. All right. Run over that tree, so be careful. Okay. I think we're just going to make a beeline, since this is going to be just don't tell the farmers we drove through their fields. We're just going to make a beeline for that. Hope we don't lose this thing. Here we go. Obviously, we'll take the trailer up there and do it that way, but we'll see if this is even worth our time. Here's where we're going to lose it. Yep, nope. Oh, we didn't lose it on the railroad. All right. That's fine. I can walk it the rest of the way. Gosh darn it. Yeah. Alright, let's put this here. See if that, $15, I mean, it's not great. We could potentially do some of that. I mean, we don't have many options, you know? We don't have many options. Let's see if this guy can pull the trailer, because I don't think it's going to be worth it if the four-wheeler can't pull the trailer. If not, we'll just... That'll help us pay back this chainsaw as well. So I think if we had a load of wood, I think that would help a little bit. to be honest. So let's go pick up the trailer. I'm going to go pick up the trailer. I'm going to bring it back up to the Deadwood and start loading some Deadwood. And I'll bring you guys back in here in just a bit, probably, when we're getting ready to see if that's going to work for us. Nope, I can't quite lift this. I was trying to lift this one. But yeah, I'm very close to having our first full load of wood, which I cut one more tree down off camera, and that's what I'm cutting up now. You also see the tractors over there because I did confirm that even unloaded, this trailer is too big for our four-wheeler. Which checks out. When you actually put it on the four-wheeler, you're like, yeah, that doesn't look like that's going to work. And it does not, so it all makes sense. But yeah, let's see how this goes. I hope this is worth it. If not, it is what it is. We learned a lesson. But if we get just like, I don't know, just like $500-600 from this, that'd be something, you know? A little worried. I don't think we're gonna get that much. So we'll see. There we go. Get all those strapped on there. I think there's a couple on the edges that aren't quite strapped, but they should be on there at least good enough. I think, how are we gonna get to where we want to go? I think to get to carpentry, which is where we sold, that's carpentry point right there. We went around there, but I think we need to go this way and then get on this road, and I think we need to take the road. I think that's the only way we're going to be able to deliver it with this setup here. So let's try to get over here onto the... This is pulling it just fine. I just don't think we could put any more logs on there, to be honest. I think that's just too many. If we were to put more on, I guess I should say. Yeah, we'll get on this. This route should take us around, and we'll see if it was worth our time to actually do this. It looks like just an absolute debacle. If I pulled up with this to a carpentry shop, I would expect them to say, yeah, we can't make furniture out of that. What we can do is burn that for you, and you can pay us, I guess. But we'll see if they want to pay us for it. That's what we're going to hope for, obviously. Obviously, we know in game they're going to pay a little bit for it, but yeah, we'll see. I don't ever plan to buy the carpentry point, so I'm not worried about loading them up with wood or anything like that. And we're just going to save a little time. Look at this beautiful little meadow here for us to go across. Every time I see like an area like this, I'm like, boy, I'd love to put some like sheep there, you know? Some goats or something. Just kind of looks like that. Maybe some seaside goats. I wonder if it'd let you put the fence, probably not in the water, but it'd be kind of cool if you had some, you know, amphibious goats and whatnot, or maybe some amphibious Highlands cows. So that probably wouldn't be good for them, but yeah, what can you do? So, should be, yep, here it is right there. There it is. There's where we're going. All right. Fingers crossed, ladies and gentlemen. I don't think this is going to be great, but 312. Okay, honestly, that's not the worst it could have been. If we do that one more time, that's not bad work. I think it's, in the future, I don't think it's worth it. I actually think we'll probably stop there, because if we load another load up, I'm just thinking time-wise. The time it took me to cut those trees down is worth the $900, absolutely. But the time it took me to cut those trees down and then load them up, for $300, I could have easily caught 3 fish. That's kind of where I'm gauging my effort, if you will. So what we'll do now, we're going to head back up over there, because, well, we have to finish cutting the last 3 trees, and this is the vehicle I have now out here. So we'll cut the last 3 trees. This guy, then, we can take him around down here, and then we got to head back up over to the coal plant with this. I'd like to do one more load of coal. I think we can do that today. We have plenty of money to do that, and that'll put us in a pretty good position as we kind of move forward. Maybe we'll do 2 loads of coal today. Maybe we do 2 more loads of coal. That'd be pretty good. Pretty good. I keep driving on the wrong side of the road. I'm sorry, everyone. Everyone from the UK watching that's just angry at me for doing it. I apologize. But yeah, we'll do that. So I'm going to drive over here. I'm going to cut the last 3 trees. Well, I'll just keep you guys in. We'll cut the last 3 trees down, get paid out for that contract. It was good to sell the $300 worth of wood, though. Maybe technically, like, I think the first piece of wood we sold was like for 15 bucks, so maybe we made like $327, something like that, which is great, because then we paid for the chainsaw with that, plus the $900 contract, and actually made a little bit of money, so it'll be worthwhile at the end of the day. And it should be this whole area right here. Okay. Look for trees that are not looking good. That one's got leaves in the top. Some of them are kind of difficult to tell. That one looks kind of dead, but it's not. Gotta be some like in here a little bit deeper, maybe. All right, maybe we go on foot because I don't want to use all the lease time on this. That one looks like a dead tree to me. Is it within the ring? Yes. Okay. Okay. 2 more trees we're looking for. We're right on the edge of the ring right here. So if we kind of make a loop. Not a lot of trees over here, though. I think it's going to be... Oh, here's another one right here. Right in front of us. Here we go. Okay. Okay, yeah, there's actually a pretty big area, so it could be also on the other side of this road, even. This area right here, this little bit of this area is still inside of our work zone. Now we're out of it now, but okay. Not one over here, huh? Interesting. Well, it's hard to find. You'd think it'd be easy to find the dead trees amongst the living, but for whatever reason, it is not that easy. Where are you, little dead tree? If you guys have seen it too, and you're commenting or yelling at your screen, I'll be very mad at you. This tree looks dead. Well, it just says it's a spruce tree. That does look dead, though. Don't get me wrong. Looking at every tree as we go through here. One of these is... Oh, is it right next to the other one? You gotta be kidding me. This is for sure it. Yeah, okay. I'm dumb. I apologize. I apologize for my stupidity. I swear they spawned the tree in afterwards. I'm sure that's not true, but... Alright, there we go. So, go in our menu. Let's accept that. 900 bucks. That's pretty good. We'll take that. Alright, I'm gonna drive up. I'm gonna load up in our load of coal. I'll bring you guys back in probably when it's time to sell that coal off. I think that's what we'll do from here, so I'll see you guys here soon. Alright, we are up at the coal mine. I brought you back in. I said I wouldn't until we sold the coal. I said I wouldn't. You guys have seen coal selling. It's not that exciting. I still might put you guys in for that. We're gonna load 7 of these guys up, because that's what we did last time. Oh, okay. 7. Alright. I felt like you guys are going to accuse me of cheating and not loading properly, so I'm just going to show you me doing it every time, at least for now. I mean, maybe later in the future, loading other stuff, we may not do it, but at least starting from now, there's no shortcuts for me, and also, too, I did drive all the way up here. There is a way on F12 to teleport your vehicles places. I did not do that. I'm telling you that. You can look at the hours down below. I guess technically I could set the hours for it, but I don't know. At a certain point, you have to believe me, but, yeah, I'm gonna try to do 4 at once as well. They aren't that heavy. That's a little heavy for the tractor. I can feel that weight on it. Let's try to do this. See how this goes. You go very poorly. You go very well. I'm gonna hope it goes very well. Okay. So far this thing is... I think the coal is not as heavy as I would think coal would be. I don't know if that'll be updated later. How much is the coal weigh? Does it say per... I can't, like, lift it by hand, but 150... It's barely outside of the liftable weight by hand. 150 kilograms. I think it in real life, would weigh a lot more than that. I mean, I know it would, but, yeah. Pallet full of rocks? Yeah. Must be, like, magic coal. Okay, lift up just a touch. Touch more. Push those back. Look at that. Oh, that's beautiful. You could not... That could not have gone better. That could not have gone better. Okay, beautiful. I I'm impressed, and I'm going to lock those in. That way they don't go anywhere. For this next one, we're going to load it a little bit different. I'm going to grab this one first. Not quite lined up the way I want it to be, probably. Okay. Alright. This could be interesting, because they're not quite loaded the way I thought that they would get loaded. Gotta be careful, too. I want them to fly off the front of the forks. I'm going to say the hooks, but they're not hooks, they're forks. Okay. We need them over far enough, too, to be able to fit that last pallet on there. I guess we could just throw the pallet on top. I mean, we'll get that last pallet on there for sure. Oh, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Alright. Those forks super narrow. We're going to try to grab this from the back like this. On the side, I guess. Oop, a little too low. Let's hook you out first. That should do it. We should be able to get a little bit better angle on that. Hitting the old people's building. Nope, that wasn't what I wanted to do. Okay, we're gonna make it work. Okay. Oh my goodness gracious, this has just gone to plan. Wow, that's the luckiest I've ever been loading pallets, I think. Okay, I'm gonna go sell this one off. The money's gonna jump up again, and I'll bring you guys back in to load our last load of coal. I think that we're gonna do, at least for now. Maybe in the entire series. Again, I want to change things up. I don't want to just be like, yep, I found a way to make money. We're just gonna keep rinse, repeat until we are millionaires. That's not the goal of this. And again, my path that I take is I go out this way, kind of through the trees, up to here, and this is where the fence stops. There's a fence along there, and then I curve back down. But anyhow, oops, I want to get out. Yep, I'm going to sell this off. Oops, don't lower that down. Gotta get back over to the forks. There we go. It does struggle a little bit to get up over this area, but the four-wheeler would have no chance. So, okay. I'm going to get this dropped off and get back up here. I'll see you guys here shortly. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I haven't sold the coal yet. I forked a bus. So I was driving on the correct side of the road, mind you, and this bus just came along and just turned, and I swerved to the right side of the road to avoid it. And obviously that didn't quite work. Wow. Let's get that up so we don't hit the bridge. Oh my gosh. This is just a nightmare. See if we back out of the way, if this bus can actually get... Don't come any closer, car. You have room to get going? Can't get much more out of your way. There you go, there you go. Goodness gracious. That's a wide turn for that bus, and oh my goodness gracious, we just had... That was just a nightmare. I had to bring you guys back in to show you guys that, because that just... There I was, minding my own business. There's our four-wheeler, by the way. I parked it there. Is where I tested the trailer. Goodness, now I'm hitting traffic. That's on me, that one. Sorry. Sorry, you saw the trauma I just went through. The tractor's actually quite large, but you'd think it'd pull things a little bit better. But anyhow, up this way we go. Back to delivering the coal. I'll see you guys again soon here. Probably when we're loading more coal up. All right, we've made it back up here. Time to get our last load of coal, at least for now. Maybe for the whole series. I don't know. Can't really promise that. But again, I don't want to just spend the whole time just buying and selling coal. So, but yeah, you can see we're doing pretty good. Despite our bus tragedy. The other thing, too, I want to mention, too, which I forgot to mention earlier in the episode, is we're having the llama community meetup, Farm Sim community meetup, which is going to happen in the area of the Llama Agricultural Show, which is in Birmingham in the UK. So for those of you in the UK, easier at least for you guys to make it to that. I don't want to say easy, because I know everyone's situation is a little bit different, but yeah, so if you wanted to come meet up with us and hang out, we're going to have a lot of fun. This is our 3rd annual one. Tickets are on sale now. They're almost gone, and they're almost to the point where we can't sell them anymore, at least, and guarantee you get a free t-shirt that comes with it. It includes dinner, a t-shirt, raffle tickets to enter a bunch of raffles and giveaways and stuff that we have, which we do a ton of... Oh, gosh, this is not going to plan now. This is why I shouldn't have spoken so soon. There we go. All right, there we go. We recovered it. Okay. Those are good now. But yeah, so it's a lot of fun. I'll put a link down below in the description if you guys want to check it out. I'll be there, obviously. Omaton or Gamer Granny Ton, I'll be there. Virtual Farm will be there. The Farm Sim Guy, Mr. Silly P, DJ Goham, we'll all be there hanging out, and a bunch of other creators. Cartech and lots of other ones are going to be there. It's just a lot of fun. Oh yeah, I can't do it this way, can't I? I need to do it the other way. Yep. I know what I'm doing now. But yeah, so tickets are on sale. They're £10 a piece, but it includes, again, dinner, a free t-shirt, entry to the event, raffle giveaway, stuff like that. I think just the t-shirt alone costs... I know the dinner alone costs £11.50 per person at the event venue, so that's how much I'm paying for each person to eat at the event. So it's... Yep, so just be aware of that. It costs us thousands of dollars or thousands of pounds to put the event on. We do have a couple of sponsors and stuff like that kind of help out a little bit, but the tickets are mostly just to guarantee you guys a spot and you guys be there if you guys want to reserve a spot, because we had issues with free tickets in the past where people would reserve a free ticket, take a spot away from someone else that might have actually gone to the event or been able to go to the event, and then the person who reserved the free ticket just didn't show up. So that's why we're doing paid tickets, but not because we're trying to rip you off or anything like that. I've been accused of that by one person, I guess I should say. Only one person has been angry about the ticket prices with me. Accused me of fleecing. All right, there was a weird break there. I just probably did it pretty abruptly, as I think I'm going to edit that. The disc I was recording to on my computer ran out of space, so it cut me off. So anyhow, as I was talking about Llama, it's a great event. It's £10. You can buy tickets below. They're still on sale, at least for the time being. You need to get on the correct side of the road. Oh, that bus is down there causing all sorts of problems again. Goodness gracious, that bus has been the bane of my existence. What am I hitting over here? What is so bouncy on the side of the road that it's throwing pallets of coal everywhere? Goodness gracious. Yeah, this is this is just one bus driver. I don't think he knows how to drive a bus. I don't think he should be driving a bus. Just one bus driver, just this one guy, just turns in front of people. Did it earlier to us. Now he's doing it here again. Unbelievable. Anyhow, all right. So moving on. Yes, Llama, super fun. I hope to see you guys there. The actual main event, the agricultural event, where people can go look at tractors and stuff, is free to get into because they try to sell you stuff like tractors. But you can also just go like we do and just look at all the tractors, and they're fine with that too. But you can register for free tickets to that online. And then one of the evenings after the show, I believe it's a Wednesday and Thursday show. The Wednesday evening is when we do the community meetup. Starts at 6 p.m. £10 for a ticket. It includes a free T-shirt. You get a meal, which the meal itself costs me more than the ticket price that you're paying for me to provide that to you. And then also you get 5 free raffle tickets that you can put into whatever you want to try to win. We got a lot of cool prizes. Given away wheels before, like wheel and pedal setups. We have an Elgato Stream Deck this year, and we had one last year, courtesy of Icon City. A lot of cool stuff's going to be available there for you guys to check out, and you get to sit down and have dinner with some content creators that'll be in there and chat with them, and it's just a good time. It really is just a good time, just a very wholesome event. So yeah, tickets are on sale. Links down below in the description. If you want to get a free T-shirt, you have to make sure you register soon. Otherwise, you can't guarantee that, because we have to obviously order T-shirts soon because the event's in January. But yep. Anyhow, guys, that's what I got for you. And I think that's the end of this episode. I'm going to go sell this off, and then next episode, I'll bring you guys back in, and we will go from there and figure out what we want to do. But if you guys enjoyed this episode, please drop a like down below. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button up on the screen to join the Farmer Cop channel, and turn your notification bell so you don't miss any future videos I may post. This has been Farmer Cop. Thank you guys for coming and watching. I'll see you guys on the next one.